What you guys, got another video here for you. AI is ruining YouTube and no one is stopping it. Here we have some AI channels that are related to my kind of content, and there's literally hundreds of these channels on YouTube that are choking up the algorithm and basically stifling this kind of content. You can see here Microsoft just released their own Linux distro. Should you be worried? Microsoft is destroying itself. They're all attacks against Microsoft and also Bill Gates and also against Windows. And there's literally hundreds of these channels using this same theme, this same character. There's another channel right here, Windows 12 subscription clues. There is no information about Windows 12. Windows 12 has not even been discussed by Microsoft, so it's all fake news, clickbait, just to get views. Now, unfortunately, this is what you would call lazy content. It's simple to use. They go to a website, copy some text off of some tech blog, and basically create a thumbnail, and it generates this person, which is an avatar, puts it into a video, and it will start talking the script that you added into that website. And of course, all of this is the same similar content as what I make and many other YouTubers. Update broken Windows, updates keep breaking, and so on. Some of it is glorifying Linux and trashing Windows, and maybe some of these users that are creating these channels are Linux users, who knows. But at the end of the day, I think what it comes down to is what damage is it doing to YouTube? If AI is creating content like this every single day without any effort, and you're taking a lot more time and effort to put into making videos, and these are just pumped out by hundreds of channels, it is going to have some sort of effect on your channel, on your video views, and on your revenue. And soon the search ranks will be full of just AI slop, as you would call it, like this, which is not really real content. It's just an AI generated avatar inside of a video using someone else's hard work that they've typed out on their website, and they would just paste that in the script section, and they would then create the video and upload it to YouTube. And I'll show you all that a little bit later on. Now, I've been making videos on YouTube since 2009, and I enjoy making content on YouTube. And that's only possible when people watch your content. But over the last year or so, and I think I've seen a lot of channels complaining about this when there was a massive change in YouTube and the way your videos get pushed. And I see a massive decline in views per month, a massive decline in revenue, and a massive decline in support because I got kicked out of the YouTube Partner Management Program for some reason, which means I don't have a person to speak to like I've always had. And other channels still have it, but I don't have it anymore. And this is very unfortunate when you get a problem with your channel. Maybe it's underperforming, or maybe you've got issues and you have to use the chat app, which is run by AI bots. And you're basically getting instant answers using AI. So these channels, what they're going to be doing is basically damaging YouTube. And I think at the end of the day, content like mine, if this is going to be allowed to continue, and my channel will be choked out by AI slop, basically. And it will be harder for my videos to be seen because there's going to be tons of channels like this creating content without any effort when I'm having to put effort in. And without people watching my content, it means views go down. Without views, you don't get revenue. And without revenue, you're not going to get a YouTube content creator creating the amount of content that I do on a daily basis. And this problem's only going to get worse and worse as more and more people start to use these particular channels. And yes, some of them don't have a lot of views, but some of them do. And I've watched my channel decline over the last year so dramatically that it is making me worry about how much longer I have left on YouTube before my channel is completely phased out. And there's actually genuine channels like mine that create content very similar to me or the same as me, and some of them channels are still performing pretty well. So is my channel getting confused as being AI because I'm a faceless channel? It's possible, and that might be impacting my channel. It may be the fact that I'm using AI generated thumbnails sometimes, and maybe that's confusing the algorithm. I don't know, because I can't talk to a YouTube partner manager. And I know subscribers are not that important, but when you've got a 900,000 plus channel and you're getting 2,000 views or 3,000 views or 4,000 views for a video, it's soul destroying to think the amount of effort you put in for low views, and then you'll get channels that don't have nowhere near as many subscribers making the same content, if not replicating the same videos that you make, and getting 50,000 views, 80,000 views or more. And it just doesn't make sense. And there's no consistency. One day I might get 20,000 views for a video, and then the next day I get 3,000 views. And I'm also caught in this niche that I have to stay in. This is another thing I've noticed, that I have to make videos on Windows updates to get views. As soon as I make any other type of video that's out of that niche, the video tanks and it dies a death. Or the video is performing really well, there's a massive spike going up, and then all of a sudden it just flatlines and stops performing. I just don't understand it. And there's other channels, say like Jay's 2 cents, that does, you know, graphics card reviews, overclocking, PC builds, and yet he goes out of his niche by making a debloat Windows video and gets hundreds of thousands of views, and yet my videos on debloating don't get nowhere near that. It doesn't make much sense. I'm not having a jab at Jay's 2 cents, I'm just using that as an example. So how do they create these videos? Well, these are avatar AI generated.
Welcome to the future of UGC video creation with
click on them and they will play. And when you put in a script of whatever you want to tell the AI generated avatar to say, it will do that. And this is how they're creating videos. There's tons of channels like this where you copy in the text and you don't think they're sitting there typing out their own text. They're going to some website and copying the text in and getting the AI to basically talk about it. Then asking AI to create a thumbnail and also to create a title, and they've put very little effort in. And you can choose any character, the clothing of your choice, and then copy in the script right here, and it will generate that video for you. And it's that simple. And of course, everyone's going to be jumping on it, and eventually it's going to be a wash of just AI slop, as you would call it. And that's unfortunate because channels like myself will just fade away into the night and stop creating content, which is a real shame. And I found all those AI channels that I was showing you earlier in a matter of seconds. There was just tons and tons and tons of channels that were doing the same thing. And that's just one type of AI generated channel. There's ones like this that are performing very well indeed. 223,000 views 2 months ago. And of course, there's not one comment. So I would suggest that that has probably been paid views. And of course, this will also make more revenue for that person. And their channel is so up and down when you look at all of their videos. 1 minute they're getting 3,000 views and then they're getting 150,000 views, which suggests they're paying for views. And of course, AI is looking at these high performing videos and generating titles similar to that to try and piggyback off of these videos. And you can see there's another one here, 180 views 12 days ago. And people are actually talking in the comments section as if this is a real person. Now, I've put a lot of hard work into YouTube and I've been doing it since 2009. And it's been a hard slog. And I'm now up to 900,000 subscribers. And you think when you're getting very little views and you've got 900,000 subscribers, it's soul destroying when you're getting 1,265 views or 3,787 views for how to remove Microsoft Office Copilot AI permanently. And those views are nowhere near enough for a channel of my size. Now, I know subscribers don't mean so much in 2026, but it still should have a bigger audience than that. Now, the Windows Update videos do pretty well, but I can't just make Windows Update videos every single day because obviously that would be very boring and there's not always things to talk about in Windows Updates. And of course, drama obviously gets lots of views as well when you're doing the Windows Updates break your system. People love that sort of stuff, especially Linux fanboys. They love to see Windows fail. But at the end of the day, it's just what it is. But as AI gets bigger and bigger, I just think it's going to be the downfall of channels like mine that really will struggle for views when it's been choked out by loads of AI channels that are being created that are making similar content to what you're making. And it's not just the tech platform, it's travel, it's cooking, it's everything. They're just basically creating channels on that different types of topics, and it's just ruining YouTube. And maybe YouTube algorithm thinks my channel is AI generated too because I'm a faceless channel. I really don't know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, what you think about AI and what you think AI is going to be doing to YouTube in the near future. This video is probably going to tank anyway because it's out of my niche. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Anyway, with that said, my name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.